think, are we on? I don't know if we're on. We're live.
Are we? Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Hello, everybody.
Should I?
I'm Paul.
I'm Jason.
I'm Stuart.
Stuart's guesting with us tonight. It's Wednesday night. Vegan Queens are here tomorrow to film second episode of Fortnite.
Yes.
No.
That's better, isn't it?
What?
We had half of Stuart's face chopped off.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's better. Hope you can see us all and hear us all clearly. Welcome, one and all.
Yes, hello to, there's so many people.
Oh.
Hello, everybody.
It's going to be easy to just say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us. We've actually got a few questions already that have been kind of lined up by folk to answer on evenings. Do you want to get up the question?
I can try.
From our channel?
From YouTube?
Yeah, from the community page.
Hope you're all having a lovely evening, by the way, and of course, thank you for joining us.
Yes, very much thank you for joining us. And if you haven't yet, would you mind clicking like on this video? Just close the chat for a second, click the like button, reopen the chat. Susan's your auntie, Debbie's your uncle, sorted. And then more people get to see it, you see. More people get to come and join us. Join us, leave your fields to flower. Join us, leave your cheese to sour. Join us, come and waste an hour or two. Doodly-doo, journey to a spot exciting. Cordial.
Cordial,
Lovely
yes.
cordial.
So yeah, we may as well just kick off and get straight into the questions, as Paul said.
So don't read out.
I won't read out names.
No, just read out the question.
So one of the questions that was posed to us goes like this. I have a question. What advice would you give to those of us who might be struggling with personal issues and big life events which make us want to either not think about our food or turn to comfort food we've turned to for years, like cheese or takeaways? And the mindset is that it's just too hard to focus on keeping the food right when you're going through so much. Reaching out is hard because so many vegans say alternatives are there, or animals are more important than your problems, but from a mental health point, sometimes it's really hard to convince yourself of that. What advice would you give?
That's difficult. It's only a difficult one to answer because I can only answer it from my perspective.
True.
Having been into some of the dark, it went all funny there. Having been into some of the darkest places myself, let's not forget that what we call the horror was an extremely dark moment, and the months following that were horrible. And part of those months following that were spent addicted to a painkiller and then going through withdrawals. So I mean, it a mess.
I vouch for that.
But I think one of the things I clung to was my veganism, knowing that at least I was doing that. I was still doing that.
Yeah.
And if I did crave a burger, I could have a vegan one. And if I did crave a pizza, I could have a vegan one.
Yeah.
So, however, if you get to a place where it's really difficult for you to think of things like that because you're so deep and so dark, then you can't beat yourself up for it, because you've just got to ride that wave and get back on board as soon as you possibly can, knowing that that will be part of starting to make you feel better.
Yeah.
That at least if you can't put you first, at least put the animals first, because they can't fight for themselves and they haven't got a voice.
Sure.
Yeah, that's really good kind of analogy, because it was quite a long question.
Yeah.
And there's
a long answer.
Lots of different points to pick up on in there. But I think you pretty much hit the nail on the head there, Paul.
And I think,
No, I would agree with you, to be honest.
The only thing I would add to it is kind of linking in with what Paul said is, if you are a reasonably well-established vegan, I think it's quite different to if you're like a new vegan this January. Because one of the things we talked about was doing a vlog about how it impacts your mental health positively or negatively being on the vegan journey. So I would just say try and find easy fallbacks, things that are quick and easy. Sometimes when we're not having the best day in the world, for a lunch we might just have noodles, or we'll chuck some noodles together with some spring onion in there. And what else do you normally put in?
It depends what we've got.
Yeah, whatever we've got in, but just quick and simple stuff.
Chili oil.
Yeah.
So,
quick fallback options are always good as well.
We've also been asked on Instagram funnily enough, we've been asked when we went vegan, and then somebody's asked to ask Stuart when he went vegan and why. So I'll tell you our story first, very quickly as I can. A documentary called Veganuary was recommended to us by a friend of ours called Lee. Watched it once, we were already vegetarian. Was pretty impacted by it, and it kept kind of playing on my mind. And then I was with a friend one day, and I just said about this documentary and that I wouldn't mind watching it again. And he said, well, I wouldn't mind watching it, so let's watch it. And so we watched it for the second time, and I was in bits by the end of it, even though there's nothing gory or horrible in there. There's a couple of moments that are quite upsetting, but there's nothing gory or horrible in there. Watched it again, came home, said to Jason, I'm going vegan. I can't use vegetarian food anymore. I can't use dairy or eggs. I'm done. And he said, well, I'm up for it. And I phoned a friend because I had a freezer full of vegetarian stuff, and said, if you want all this, come and get it, because it's going. Went to Holland and Barrett the next day, did my first shop, never looked back. Only regret, didn't do it sooner.
Yeah.
True though.
Yeah, absolutely. Just taking a moment to say thank you to all of you that are joining us. As obviously the channel increases in girth, it's hard enough at the best of times to keep up with the chat and the questions and the lovely remarks from everybody, and we do our best. We've got our fabulous mods helping us out.
Oh yes, thank you to Kelly, Bohemian Bee and Hedge Rider. I think it might just be poor Kelly.
It might be at the moment, yeah.
So keep an eye on stuff,
I'm trying, yeah. Thanks to Joseph, just making a point of that and saying good job, guys. Really appreciate it. And just thank you. Just take a moment whilst we're doing live tonight to just say thank you to everybody that's been there from the start, all the new people that have come on board with us and joined this wonderful little family, this little community, and also just a little moment to just say a personal thank you to the people who've kind of reached out a little bit and just asked me how I'm doing and all of that. So thank you very much for that as well. It's really very, very much appreciated.
You just needed a break, didn't you?
Yeah. It's just
a proper break.
It's the classic scenario, without going into too much detail, it's the classic scenario of getting very close to the straw that broke the camel's back. And I wanted to just step back for a minute before my back was well and truly broken.
Oh, that's very good.
Easy enough analogy there, hopefully. So yeah, but thank you, and a million thank yous, seriously.
Oh, and of course, 4,000 subscribers! Yay! Thank you all so much. All the people that have joined us since the Aldi video, which has now gone over 20,000 views.
Who'd have thunk it?
20,000 people watching me shopping. I'm delighted. Why and when did you go vegan, Stu?
I went vegan at the same time as you. It was the same time as you two did. I can't remember exactly the circumstances at the time. I was the same as these. I've been vegetarian since I was about 14. So how many years have you two been vegan then now? What's
a bit vegan 6.
6 years.
So same then. But I do remember, the only thing I remember at that time is you ringing me and saying, we've decided to go vegan, and me going, oh, I think I'll do as well. That's what I recall of that time. I don't remember a thought process specifically. I really don't genuinely remember. It's a bit like being gay. It's like I just remember waking up one morning and going, oh, I'm gay. I don't remember a thought process. I've been like that with a lot of big things in my life.
Now, do you know my gayness from when I was a kid? Because I didn't know there was such a thing as being gay. All I thought was, why am I not a girl? I should have been a girl.
Yes.
I feel like a girl. I like boys, I like playing with girls, I like dressing up.
Because that, in a young mind, that's how you'd
remember that.
rationalise it, isn't it?
Confusion. I was very, very confused as to why I felt like a girl.
Yeah. Thank you, Paolo. Thank you, TD. Thank you, everyone. Hi, Maria. 74 Griffo, also 6 years in on the vegan journey. Amazing. Lots of congratulations on the 4,000 and the 20,000. Yeah, we're mega chuffed. We're really chuffed that the channel's growing and it's continuing. It's not kind of just flatlined. And also, of course, we've not got hundreds of people unsubscribing because they decided they hate us.
Hi, all new subscribers. We can't kind of name you all, but I do try desperately to respond to and reply to comments on the channel. If you've put a comment on the channel and it hasn't been responded to yet, don't worry, I'll get to it. We're not at the numbers where it's too much for me yet.
Very
And
good.
I am very so appreciative that you take the time to watch and comment and share your stories with us. That it feels like a nice obligation
Yeah.
to at least
That's
say
cute.
thank you.
That's
you know.
cute, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I will get to you.
Angie,
Promise.
10 years vegan for me, 30 years meat free. Amazing, Angie. That's so cool. Joseph's saying, can you make a vegan dessert mukbang? I'd probably be up for that, especially desserts. Pizza and dessert mukbang.
Paolo, being gay in 40s and alone is not easy, as in age 40s or in the 1940s.
I'm guessing he means age. In your 40s and gay and alone can't be easy. We've talked about this before as like, I never underestimate the fact that I've got Paul and how much it's important. So if you're on your own, then that's why I think these types of communities are so important.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's kind of one of the reasons why you'd suggested that we went live on Christmas Day. It was the same kind of thing, wasn't it? It was like someone out there might be on their own on Christmas Day.
I couldn't stand that thought.
So yeah,
Because I'm
totally get that.
a bit of a wuss. I'm not an empath. Can we
Nice one, Martha.
Can we dispel a myth here, please? Because I've heard it so much and it's beginning to infuriate me.
Oh.
How many little animals and insects die through the harvesting of vegan food? Well, I shall tell you. Nowhere near as many as are killed through the harvesting of what would be great vegan food for the world if it wasn't being fed to animals to fatten them up so that they can be horrifically killed and humans can consume them. 16 pounds of grain to 1 pound of beef. So if you're going to ask a vegan, what about all the little animals that get killed harvesting crops? More crops are harvested to feed animals than could possibly feed the humans without going off. Because there's only 7 billion humans on Earth. 56 billion land animals, conservative estimate, are bred and raised for slaughter every year. And they're all fed crops, often grown on raised Amazon rainforest.
It's a ridiculous rebuttal, isn't
I know,
it?
it's a question that comes up so much and I get really kind of, would you please stop? Veganism isn't about being perfect. It isn't about making sure that every tiny insect is safe from harm. It's about doing the best that you can do as far as is possible and practicable.
Yes to all of that.
That's what veganism is.
Indeed. Good evening, Grumpy Vegan Grandad. Johnny Chaos, did you watch BBC last night? We didn't, I don't think we did. We might have caught a little bit of it, but yeah, 7.7 billion
7 billion
and counting. Yeah.
People, is that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's 3 billion too many.
Oh, nice one, Sarah. Sarah's doing Veganuary with her husband. Videos have been so helpful. We're keeping it up beyond January.
Oh,
amazing.
brilliant, Sarah. Well done.
Woo! Good stuff.
Guys, we got a live one.
as we keep saying, it's the best time ever, genuinely, to be vegan. But like Paul was saying before, it's not about being perfect. And as one of our wonderful viewers and subscribers pointed out the other day, it's not about being, what was it? A slim American woman.
Oh, it's not. It's not about eating a mango under a waterfall with your 27.4 free-range children.
Down to earth veganism. It's where it's at. On the reg.
Ow.
Some of you that are watching, 102 watching live, amazing. Thank you so much.
That's incredible.
Could you close the chat for a second, like the video, and then reopen the chat? It'll all still be there. It won't like start afresh or anything. It's just the more likes we get, the more people see the video is happening. They might come and join us. They might have a really valid question.
Yeah.
Did we have any more questions, Jason?
Yeah, there is another, and I mean, obviously, there's a few questions popping up on the live chat as well. We didn't catch the BBC One Meat documentary. We really struggle for time. We've honestly, genuinely, we've not physically had the time to even watch the Veganville.
I don't want to watch it, to be honest with you. I've watched Michelle Lowe video today. If you don't know Michelle Lowe, by the way, she's a local chick just down the road from us.
Stockport.
Hopefully we're going to meet up with her at some point and do a collab. She's a vegan psychologist.
Oh yeah.
She did a little video today on that program, which informed me that I don't want to watch it. But her analysis was very interesting, and I think she'll be keeping a close eye on it because she's obviously assessing it from a psychologist's perspective.
Absolutely, yeah. No, that's a really good point.
It's interesting, isn't it, with all the vegan documentaries? Because there's been quite a lot of content at the moment. Now they're on telly and what have you. I never watch any of them, and I don't know if that makes me a bad person. But
I don't think it necessarily does. I think don't take this wrong, anyone, because it's like, I know that Grumpy Vegan Grandad in the chat here, who has his own channel, is on Veganville, the series that is on the BBC at the moment. We haven't watched that either yet, and we know Danny. Don't mean I want to watch him, but we know him. No, we haven't got around to watching that yet either, just because, as a rule, that's not the kind of programme I would watch anyway. I'm slightly more interested because it's about veganism and because someone knows in it.
We predominantly,
so we'll get round to it at some point.
We've said our time genuinely is incredibly precious, and what we do watch on the television is usually YouTube stuff on YouTube, all the people creating content. That's what over the last couple of years we've really started to enjoy that. Just wanted to say, new vegan mama, 19, been vegan for a year so far, loved it. New viewer to your channel, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Mama.
And John Ross says, get Gemini and that daughter of hers to give you a hand, lads.
74 going for you and Michelle are my daily bread.
And the Narrowbot crew, I made your veg wraps. Oh my god, they're amazing. Can't wait for you what we eat over 7 days vlog.
The Narrowbot crew has a lovely little channel about, guess what? No, I really enjoyed it the other day because it was the air are in Crick. Well, we're in Crick, which is not that far from Kerredy.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Feel the Beat.
We've been to the very canal that the Narrowboat was on.
Yes.
We went to that pub at the side of, and that's in Crick.
Yes.
We went for a walk down the canal there.
Beautiful.
A couple of years ago when we went down to Yelvertoft. But yeah, just a nice little, if you're into narrowboats. And I saw your picture of the meal on Instagram. It looked good. We're having that later this week.
In an ideal world, because my family back in the day actually went on a lot of narrowboat and barging holidays, and me and my sister had the chance to go on trips on barges, but never a proper holiday. In an ideal world and money was no object, we would probably own a narrowboat.
Yeah.
I want you to own a narrowboat.
Yeah. Definitely.
I'd like to live on a narrowboat.
I would actually. Lovely, not in a storm obs. But like, imagine going to sleep with like a book and a cup of tea or something, and like the water lapping.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
You and your books and your cup of tea.
I know.
Everything with you. has got a bucket of
Cup of tea.
imagine being on a beach in Malibu on a sun lounger, sun beating down on you, all way to bring in your cup of tea in a boot.
I'm easily suited, and that's why I'm very little disappointed.
Jesse Phillips, thanks for joining us. New viewer here. You guys are amazing. You make me smile. Bless you. And Minnesota Norwegian, new sub here. You guys are so fun.
Minnesota Norwegian, like Rose on Golden Girls.
That's a quick and easy one to answer, isn't it?
Thank you for being a friend.
Abigail, because we've got a question here that big. Oh, I nearly said the person's name. I didn't. We've got a question here which we can reference in a minute, but just keeping up with the chat. Abigail's asked a question which I think is fairly straightforward to answer. What are your favourite comfort meals?
Things with oven chips.
Yeah.
So I like oven chips. I don't deep fry. We don't have a deep fryer in the house. Haven't had for years. So yeah, oven chips, and you know, it could be anything, couldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we had kind of a comfort meal the other night when we tried the Chicago Town pizza.
But that was with a big salad.
It was, yeah. Veg wraps is a bit of a comfort meal, isn't it? Wintry kind of roasted vegetable wraps, comfort.
Well, it's gorgeous, and there is actually a recipe on our recipes playlist for the roasted vegetable wraps with a peanut chili sauce, which of course you can change the sauce to whatever you like, but those particular 5 vegetables, although I noticed the narrowboat had sprouts.
Ooh,
in there.
I want sprouts.
I want sprouts in the mix.
Yeah.
But those 5 vegetables, potato, sweet potato, carrot, roasted in chunks in a wrap with peanut butter and chili sauce. It's just a good meal. We used to do something that we used to call a Friday sandwich.
Friday sandwich.
Funnily enough, because we often had it on a Friday.
Oh, I forgot all about the Friday sandwich.
Yeah. So we used to get a long French loaf, cut it in half, cut it in sandwich halves, you know, and then we'd have, we've done it as vegans as well, so vegan cheese and vegan bacon, English mustard first, vegan bacon, cheese on top of that so it melts a bit, then mayonnaise, then a beautiful mixed salad, then ketchup, sounds weird, I know, Friday sandwich. We used to love that.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Such a good meal.
A couple of people have referenced Stuart looking like Sheldon Cooper, of course, which is not unheard of.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a good job I fancy Jim Parsons, isn't it? So.
Sophia says, I'm doing Veganuary this year and I'm loving it. I was amazed at how easy it is. There's no going back eating meat now. I made your crispy baked toast on Monday and it tasted incredible.
Oh, brilliant.
And Jesse says, and I'm going to read this out because I think it's really nice, and I would kind of agree, Jesse. I hope you don't mind me saying this. Out of you two, Paul makes me smile me the most.
So what, Jesse? You're going to be the Yoko Ono of those vegan guys? Is that what this is?
It's because I'm the talker, right? I thought,
yeah.
It's like I talk a lot.
I agree.
The thing is, I love talking.
Yeah.
I love talking. I love sharing my thoughts. I love sharing my thought processes, and you know, and the things that have inspired me, and things that I've loved, the things that make me feel dark. I love sharing all that shit because I think it helps other people.
She's verbal.
It makes me smile the most as well, and also I think 2020 is probably this year is the year that I'm getting a bit more comfortable on camera, a bit more open, and a bit more able to kind of chat about stuff like that in a bit more detail with people, because I am quite guarded, and I think you know, it's time that I should open up a little bit more.
I don't think you're guarded. I think that's the wrong word.
Maybe not guarded, just selective. Yes. Lee has said, watch the video of yous eating the extra hot noodles, the look on Stuart's face. Just saying that. And I just wanted to just take a moment to remember the spicy noodle challenge that we did, because it was epic.
Can I tell you something sad about that though now? Those noodles have now become a regular purchase.
Yeah?
Not for me.
So, Stuart doesn't have them, but me and Jason have them now and again. When we fancy a good chili kicking.
Yeah. They were horrid, but I think, well, you know what? It was the time pressure as well, because we had to all eat them in
It's 5 minutes.
You know what I mean?
74 Griffo.
Thank you, 74 Griffo.
I think we can, I'm not great at maths, we can buy 3, I think. Because they're on offer at the moment.
It says 3.
Oh, buy yourselves. Oh, I didn't see that. I thought, sorry.
Some
Sorry.
people don't pay attention.
I did a bloke look.
John Ross, I will fight you.
What's he saying now?
I'm saying that my cardigan's hanging.
Stand up.
I will.
It's gone weird. I think if it's gone weird, it'll come back.
Stand up. Just show how long this is.
Look.
As soon as he walked in, I don't think you're in shot.
Oh.
No, you're not. As soon as he walked in with this on tonight, and because of how long it is, now sit back down against the honest of the guys. There we go. I said, that reminds me of Starsky and Hutch. Do you remember Starsky used to wear a long cardigan like that? So it reminds me of Starsky and Hutch.
But thank you so much, 74 Griffo.
Thank you so
really
much, Griffo.
appreciate that. We shall. Yeah, most
Just after
definitely.
Because they're on offer in Iceland at the moment.
£3.50, I think.
£3.
£3. Charlotte says, have you tried Iceland's new vegan mayo range?
No, complete. Somebody's mentioned something else as well. See, when I go back to Iceland, what I'll do is I'll go back to our last Iceland video because I know there's loads of comments on it from people saying, "Did you see this? Did you see?" Isn't it? Is it a chocolate hazelnut spread? I think it might be a chocolate hazelnut spread that I've missed as well.
Oh, you mentioned that the day when we were in Sainsbury's. Thank you, Kelly, by the way. Just thank you, just for being awesome. I appreciate that. Let's go back to this question. Let's go back to this question because I want to make sure that we're answering people's questions off of the community tab.
Yeah.
I think this is a good one, and I think you're probably the best one to answer this, Paul. Hi guys, I was wondering if you guys can talk about doing things on a budget, maybe only £20 a week sort of thing, etc., and anything that fussy kids would eat, lol.
Well,
The back of my hand.
now see this thing because I don't have kids. I sometimes think is my advice. I tell you what I have done. I've watched a lot of Joe Frost over the years.
That's acceptable.
And I have seen that what she does a lot is tries to get parents and kids doing things together. And I think if you can do that around food as well, so if you can come up with, find a baked bean recipe, perhaps, online, and make your own fish fingers with banana blossom and a nice kind of light batter. I think if you can get your kids involved in the preparation of the food, and so it becomes something they've created, they haven't, you've done it.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? It's like positive reinforcement. Look what you've done, you've made this.
Yes, how special.
And then they'll want to eat it because they've made it, and then they'll be like, oh, it's delicious. And dried beans are so cheap, dried pulses, lentils, all that kind of thing.
Pastas,
spaghettis, but fruits and vegetables as well. Now, this is bringing me on to something that I want to talk to you all about. A good friend of mine, Sally, last night, sent me a message and said, Paul, have you heard about this new app called Too Good To Go? Is that right?
Yes.
Too Good To Go.
I don't know whether you'll see that or not, but that's what it is.
Yeah. Too Good To Go is an app where local restaurants and supermarkets and eateries and all this kind of thing, at the end of the day when they've got leftover food, meals, veg boxes, whatever, you can download the app Too Good To Go, switch your location on your phone just so it finds you, and it will bring up offers every day. Now, the friend that told me about it has just shown me this huge amount of stuff that she got from a place in Manchester this evening.
Oh, right, okay.
For £3. She got 2 beautiful boxed vegan salads that looked incredible. Little baby roasted chanterelle carrots.
Oh, lovely.
Little baby beets and lots of dark leafy greens. She got loads of bread, cheesecake, cake, £3. What you do is you see something, all right, I want that. You buy it there and then on the app. You pay for it because they're with those spots available. You pay for it. Tells you what time to go and pick it up between 8 and 9 at night or whatever. You go down, pick it up. You've got a load of food. It's all about reducing waste.
Yeah, it's
It's
great.
a great idea.
Fantastic.
So please keep your eye out for that, guys.
Yeah.
And
Too good to go.
Too good to go. And also, if the
Sorry.
opportunity presents itself, we might actually just have a go and do a vlog and show you all exactly how it works, how the app works from start to finish, because we think that'd make for a pretty interesting vlog.
I'd like to see that.
Jesse, I would say, Jesse Phillips, how do you make a veggie vegan when they like cheese and milk? Because don't forget, we were veggie for 17 years. I would say what worked for me was Paul introduced me to Cowspiracy. Watching Cowspiracy completely changed my world around in terms of how I view the dairy industry.
Yeah. Also lie to them. I've been putting soy milk or another replacement in my mum's coffee for months and she hasn't noticed.
There you go.
So if people don't miss it, what's the point?
What I would say is, my suggestion would be, if your partner has skimmed or semi-skimmed milk, try something like cocoa milk.
Yes.
Because it doesn't have that plant flavour. I know that sounds really weird. You have to put a bit more in than you would, to whiten your tea or coffee, but it doesn't have any coconut flavour to it. Not that we can tell now, we've been on it years, haven't we?
True.
And what I also would say is, if you're a big cheese lover but you want to give up cheese, then give up cheese and don't have vegan cheese for 2 or 3 weeks at least. Go a month if you can, then try vegan cheese. Because if you do it straight away, you're just going to compare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catherine, thank you so much. Catherine, I've only just come across your channel in the past few days and I'm so pleased I did. Thank you, Jason and Paul, for all that you are doing. It's much loved here.
This person's obviously being a tour rag, so can we just,
Yeah.
is there any way we can just...
I think
Kelly's put him in
Kelly's
time
on
now.
it.
All right.
Yeah. Kelly's on it.
All right.
As is Bobby.
It's hidden.
Yeah, they're on it. It's all
Brilliant.
good. You're amazing. Thank you so much.
Thanks once again to Bobby and Kelly, and Hedge Rider would be here, although I know Hedge Rider is having a pretty bad fatigue period at the moment.
Yes, bless.
She's not been feeling so good. But her channel Brain Girl, which she shares lovely tips on her garden and has talked about her traumatic brain injury, TBI, is where you can go and kind of leave her a message of support and just say, hi, thinking about you.
And she's lovely. She does proper down-to-earth videos, and they're really nice. And actually, I find it quite calming and relaxing watching her videos because she's very softly spoken. So yeah, check it out. Really, really nice. Just wanted to pick up on Nicole saying, I've been doing imperfect foods and getting great veg boxes. Amazing.
What's that? Is that an app as well?
Or is
Oh,
that
it's like damaged food, like when they used to
Yeah.
do it like used to do it at some at supermarkets, didn't
Yeah,
they, where
but
they'd have
what?
like deformed carrots.
But what is it?
Is it through?
Let's see what she says.
Because it's obviously that.
Yeah.
I will also just say,
That's it.
lots of people watching tonight, lots of questions, lots of comments. If we do miss something, and you really want to, get an answer from us, then do feel free to type the question again because it is thick and fast tonight. We do our best to keep up, but it is really difficult sometimes.
Trying our best. We're doing our best, honestly.
Any more questions?
I picked the main one that we got off the community tab on YouTube, which is the one we've answered, and the main question was the other one from YouTube, but there was also a question on our Instagram, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I think there's a couple on Instagram.
Multi-platform, Eddie Pie hands.
So I will just have a quick look. Someone was asking about tips on, and this was probably more related to the vegan queens, I think. And maybe this was a vlog that the queens could do sometime. I don't know.
We've done it.
Right.
We've already done it. It was about what cruelty-free makeups we
Oh
used.
yeah.
So we did the Vegan Queens in our Vegan Queens playlist. Did a live makeup session one day.
That's right.
And we talked about all the makeup varieties that we use, but also in our recent Sainsbury's vlog, which we realised was a lot longer than some of the other shopping vlogs, but we wanted to make sure that we got cleaning products in there and personal care products. And I mentioned in there that you can't really go wrong with Superdrug for shampoo and conditioner, soap, shower gels, shaving tackle, moisturisers, bath bombs, bath foams, makeup, full ranges of makeup, vegan and cruelty free.
It's true that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Superdrug is absolutely amazing and affordable.
Yeah, very reasonably
Like
priced.
pretty
I would
much
say,
every-
yeah.
Gemini's got an eyeshadow palette, Tammy X Carnival
Yeah,
palette.
yeah.
I'm sure it was like £5 or something.
Yeah.
No, it might be 8.
The 8, you got it
Yeah.
blind, didn't you? Yeah.
But it's Gemini's favourite eyeshadow palette at the moment. In fact, it's all she it's really good pigment. You know, and then you've got so they do, of course, Superdrug do a whole range of their own foundations and concealers and everything. If you need something a bit heavier, like what a couple of girls we know mine need, Cryolan, stick makeups like Pan Stick are the chosen variety of the TV and theatre industry. And you can actually pick up Cryolan and sample at
Duty free in Manchester.
Duty free in the Arndale in Manchester.
A line. So you need to go in there and match what we should do that anyway, really.
Oh,
Yeah. It does. It keeps dipping in and out now and again. I don't think it's anything we can.
let me just go and check that.
She's gonna toggle. She's gonna toggle. I'll move the cups while she toggles.
So whilst Paul is just checking our internet connection, I will say another question here. What are the best vegan chocolates in your opinion? My favourite chocolate brands are one of the hardest things to give up in making my diet more vegan. So I would say one of our favourites, although we've not had it for a while, is the Vego bar.
Yes.
Hazelnut chocolate. We prefer it fridged, but it's basically like a massive Yorkie. Like a Yorkie times 50. That's the Vego bar. They've also brought out a fruit and nut recently as well, which we've not tried.
I have.
But I'll also say that we've recently picked up, I think they're about £4 in Tesco's, Monty Bojangles chocolate
Yes.
I was just looking in the fridge. Have we finished them?
No, I think there's still some in there.
I couldn't see.
In the door there.
Ah,
Thank you, Stu.
It's alright.
£3.50.
Yeah.
They might have gone up now, but they're still pretty cheap. They are amazing, really, really nice. So that's two of my favourites, but I'll also say Ananda Foods do amazing like gourmet chocolate jammy wagon wheels. They're amazing as well. So yeah, and Fab Fudge do the best vegan fudge in the world. Yeah.
Oh,
Shout out to those two companies because they've sent us stuff that we've got to taste test. You can see the taste tests in one of our playlists.
somebody just asked about.
Cat.
Are you guys going to vegan camp out again this year? Will the vegan queens be making an appearance? We might. Hopefully, we're going to vegan camp out this year. I have actually approached them already about the vegan queens.
Yeah.
We're just gonna have to. Thank you, Denise.
Denise, thank you so much.
Thank you, my love, for the super chat.
I love the bouncing pear. Is it a pear? Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a pear. Thank you, Denise.
So I have actually approached them and offered a vegan queens show performance. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we think we're probably like 90% likely to be going at this stage, but the world's a funny place. Things change, stuff happens. We loved it last time. We really did.
Basic question.
Yeah, that's the question from Tracy.
That's so fantastic. Oh yes, of course. I tell you what's nice as well. The Whittaker's coffee creams and mint creams. They're all vegan.
Yeah.
And you can pick up a box in Iceland for £1.
There's a lovely place, in Liverpool. We sell on chocolate, yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely place in Liverpool called Matas, which is like an international food market.
Yeah.
And they do like a whole wall of vegan chocolate. I can't even remember the names of the brands, but there's loads of different ones, and they're not that badly priced. So if you're in Liverpool,
Because they can be a bit expensive sometimes, but in my experience, I tend to find I didn't see it. Joseph, we didn't see it, matey. So either something's gone wrong or we didn't get a notification, in which case we apologise on YouTube's behalf.
There's two at the top there.
Yeah. It does usually come up loud and clear when we get a super chat, and we're always massively appreciative. So if something's gone wrong there, Joseph, don't know what's happened, can only apologise.
I think there is looking, maybe.
Yeah.
Look, yeah.
Because it should come up on here, really.
Yeah, ideally.
So thank you. Much appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Somebody was asking about coconut oil, about they're saying the news is bad for you. Let's just... there we go. Have you ever been to New York? Vegan is growing here. No, we haven't been to New York, Joseph.
We would love to go.
Never rule it out. Yeah, we'd love to.
Imagine the Queen's on ice. Jason.
There's been so many amazing things filmed in New York, though, haven't there? And just so much kind of... it's got so much in New York.
I had a work colleague who's come back from New York.
New York, a
Settled
wonderful
the
town.
She
It
didn't.
picks you up when you're feeling down.
Yeah.
She didn't have a good experience in New York. My work colleague. She said the customer service pretty consistently was absolutely shocking.
Really?
Absolutely shocking. She
That
said.
surprises me.
So-
Yes, Jameson's Raspberry Ruffles are vegan too. I've talked about them on the channel before. Confessions of a Crafty Mum, because last year I discovered that in Poundland they were doing bags of Raspberry Ruffles individual sweets. They were also doing bags of peppermint ruffles. Oh, they were nice.
Awesome stuff.
Lovely. From Poundland. So obviously, I bet.
Just going back to what I was saying before very quickly, because it's not something that needs to be spent a lot of time on. Someone was asking about the news reporting on how bad coconut oil is for you. Unless you are training to be an Olympic athlete or some kind of bodybuilder like our wonderful pal Paul at Hench Herbivore, everything in moderation. If you look at your plate and it looks like a rainbow, you're heading in the right direction. In fact, you've surpassed
Yeah,
it.
I
Do
mean,
you know what I mean? Moderation is key.
unfortunately, well, no, I say unfortunately, that's not really the right thing to say, but I do think that a lot of the people that do have the nutritional knowledge in the vegan community happen to be real fitness folk. Real kind of dedicated fitness folk, and most of us aren't like that. Most of us aren't, bodybuilders or body sculptors or
Athletes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's the same. It's exactly the same as you tell someone who was on a different kind of diet, everything in moderation. Well, see, we're both NHS trained, Jason and I. And it was always the message: promote the 5 a day,
Yeah.
promote carbohydrates because they're a really important part of the plate. Promote the Eat Well plate,
Yeah.
which is like a picture that shows you how much of each of your plates should be starchy foods, vegetables, so on and so forth, fats even.
Yeah, yeah. But even the NHS, I mean, they would say the same thing essentially a lot of the time. It's moderation. It's looking at what you can achieve on the budget that you have. It's being smart and savvy with your shopping. Like me picking up those 2 avocados at Tesco today. Smart and savvy I was doing the shopping, believe it or not. Nicole has tagged us in a post on Facebook with an unboxing of the imperfect foods. They're not available in all areas yet. Thank you, Nicole. We will check that out. And John was saying, is Putin interfering with your connection again? Whitney Houston, we have a problem. Nice one, John. Yeah, I think he probably is. But that's a whole other story.
Where do we find the raspberry ruffles? Poundlands often have them. They either have them in a pack with 5 bars or in like a bag of sweets, and they're all individually wrapped.
I think we're all gorgeous, mate.
Lynn's, yes. That's the simple answer. Yes. You can have a plate of Skittles if that is what you want. Absolutely.
That's an interesting thing that comes up a lot in it with these, particularly these ex-vegan videos and stuff like that. The weird conflation of like veganism and like fitness and health and stuff. I'm not saying there's no crossover, but it's like they're not like causation doesn't imply correlation.
Yeah.
Correlation, sorry, doesn't imply causation. They needn't be the same
They're
thing.
not synonymous.
They're not.
Exactly.
They're not the same thing.
Yeah.
Lots of people get on this journey for different reasons, and I'm going to just very briefly pick up on something that Paul was saying the other day, and I think you mentioned it in one of your vlogs. A vegan who eats Linda McCartney sausages doesn't then go on to fad diets and drink their own piss and doing 30-day water fasts. It's those fad vegans that end up being ex-vegans.
As I coined the other day, fad addicts.
Fad addicts.
That's
Fad
what
addicts.
they are. They're fad addicts. They hear about, oh, what, 30 days, I'll do that. And then it's like, oh, an egg, I'm not vegan anymore. And so, you know, it's...
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Apparently Gandhi drank his own wee, you know.
Well,
And all his hair fell out, so...
that could have just been out of desperation. Sometimes in a survival situation, you might need to drink your own wee, but not just when you're living in your house meditating.
Yeah.
Mr.
Oh,
Sheep.
Denise, good call. Yes. Candy Kittens, jelly sweets, also available in Superdrug. Where at? We've only seen them in Superdrug. Asda as well, apparently.
Yeah.
But Superdrug, you can get them in there. Sour watermelon and
Yeah, I
stuff
love them,
like that.
love them.
They're gorgeous and they're all vegan.
Yeah, absolutely. Emma, hi there. What jams are vegan in Tesco and Sainsbury's, please? And thank you. Hope you're okay, Jason. Oh, Emma, thank you so much. This is an easy one, isn't it?
Most of the jam rate. If you look at our latest Sainsbury's shopping video, there's a whole section on jam, because we always get the Sainsbury's Taste the Difference blackcurrant jam. It's £1.60, but there are cheaper ones in the kind of normal range.
Yeah.
That are also marked vegan, but all of the Taste the Difference jams are vegan, marked
Yes.
vegan, all of them. And the jars make amazing little drinking tumblers afterwards,
There you go, you can pretend you're in East London.
or storage jars.
True.
Yeah.
So you can have jam tomorrow, jam yesterday, but never ever jam today. There you go.
What's
Okay.
that?
That's from Alice in Wonderland.
Nah.
Carol Channing in the film. Jam tomorrow, jam yesterday, but never ever jam today.
Never seen
Have
it.
you not seen it? Oh, she's good.
Oh, wow. Who knew?
So there you go.
Naturally
That's your big
Libby,
sales.
just found your channel. Love you guys. Thank you, Naturally Libby. Lots of people are finding our channel. It's amazing. Loving that.
It's brilliant. I'm glad that we actually focused on the content we did for January,
Yeah.
because it's been helpful. We're very aware of that. We've had some awesome messages from people.
We really have, haven't we?
Yeah, just really. So I'm just really glad we did what we did when we did it,
Yeah, without a
and that it's helped
Yeah.
some people to make it easier. Because I know we know what it's like. It can seem really daunting. First month, I thought I was vegan. I weren't, because I was having Kellogg's Special K, and then found out that the vitamin D in it wasn't vegan.
Oh yeah.
So you know,
Balmy.
you do make mistakes. 6 months into being vegan, I had a milkshake from Holland and Barrett. I'm sure it was called Everything But the Moo.
Okay.
Got caught out, had honey in it.
Ah.
Didn't realise until I drank it, and I was like, that's sweet. Why is that so sweet?
Mhm.
Honey.
You acknowledge, you learn, you don't beat yourself up too
No,
much,
it's
and you
just
move
like,
on.
shit, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have done that if I'd have known.
You don't make a video saying that you're no longer vegan because you almost died. You just move on.
Just move on.
Yeah.
Jesse, thank you so much, and that's kind of part of the reason we do this. It's not the sole reason, but Jesse says she's feeling a bit down today, and we've made her happy now.
Oh, that's lovely, Jesse.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that's by and large the reason I do so many kitchen vlogs.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this last week, because my husband's been at home, you know, we've been spending time together and trying to kind of work on content together. But when he's at work and I have me down moments, I'm straight in this kitchen with a coffee or a matcha,
Absolutely.
chit-chatting to you a lot about whatever's on my mind that day.
Rocky Sun, it sounds like Germany have got it going on with a pretty amazing offer in their McDonald's and also a supermarket chain called Vegans, which is pretty cool. Sounds good.
Excellent.
And Fluffy Marshmallow, have you got any advice for staying vegan? I did Veganuary last year and lasted till July and started to slip with some hidden dairy, etc. This year I'm determined, but hard when out and about. I'll say it like I said it before, Fluffy, and I'm not going to beat around the bush. It's 2020. In my humble opinion, watch Cowspiracy and you won't slip again.
I don't think it's hard when you're out and about. Every single cafe and coffee shop does plant milk. Every single one.
The other
And
thing,
there are so many places to eat vegan or well, vegan food now. So many vegan options out there. It's only difficult if you want the choice of course there's less choice, of course there is.
Mhm.
Sometimes we go to Costa and there's only one thing we can have.
Yeah.
And is it Costa where I get that breakfast wrap? sometimes.
Starbucks.
And we have half each, and I'm happy with that because at least there's something there and it's really tasty. I think
when we're on holiday, can I just say, when we're on holiday as well, when it might be difficult, although it's getting so much easier now, even abroad, we do sometimes take a little bottle with us, and that does help. So if you're really thinking you might be in a fix, get one of those little bottles from Boots or your local supermarket.
you know them little plastic travel bottles. You get
Bottles.
from Poundland in a pack.
And
So you've got one for this, one for that.
Stick your cocoa in there.
Yes, your cocoa milk in there. You don't have to stay in the fridge. Keep it in your handbag or your pocket.
Yeah. I do that anyway with work. You know, when I'm going out of town or something like that, I just whack a little bottle of my plant milk of choice. And then just in case I end up, because sometimes, you know, if you go to like a local cafe, maybe they won't have something.
Yeah.
But then I've just got
something
something in my bag.
just order a black coffee or a black tea.
Yeah, and you're done.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Sea of Clay, what are your goals for your channel in 2020?
To keep accessible.
Yeah, that's probably number one.
Above all else, if the growth stops right now, but this channel continues to be accessible and helpful to the 4,000 of you that are subscribed, happy with that.
Yeah,
honestly.
absolutely.
I mean, we would love it to grow. You know, I have a dream. I do have a dream.
Yeah.
I do think it's a bit ridiculous that YouTube don't kind of give you a plaque until 100,000 subscribers.
It's a lot of folk, isn't it?
I think it should be 10, just for a little printed
Yeah.
A4 certificate, like
well done.
like you get at Boys Brigade.
Yeah.
Something you could whack in a frame or something. I'll make my own.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'll make my own at 5 and 10 and 15 if we go up there. But if we got to that 100,000 and got that plaque,
that's it. Happy with that. Happy with that. But that might not happen this year, but whatever happens, we're not going anywhere. This channel's here to stay, not like that Unis Arnis that's going to disappear in a year.
John's being rude. He's putting all the mods off their job.
John, we're going to set Kelly on you in a minute and Bobby, and then they'll sort you out.
John is a drag queen without his own heels. That's what John is.
Just picking up on what Big T said. Thank you, Big T. Love how you guys focus on different prices too. Always look at cheaper options when doing your food hauls and always cater for others. I'm just vegetarian, but I love your videos.
Nice one, Big T.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what, Big T? On with the journey. Who knows? Like I said, we were veggie for 17 years, so never say never. All the best. Let's scroll down a little bit. Georgina Kenner, the questions are coming thick and fast.
My husband is a meat eater, and whilst he will happily eat the meals that I cook from scratch,
how would you get him to try more processed vegan foods, or just vegan foods, I suppose, in general? Get him to switch over or try new things?
Make it. Put it on a gorgeous plate with a load of stuff he loves. So, you know, like if he likes mash and peas, for example.
I like mash and peas.
I love mash and peas, two of my favourite things.
Yeah.
Just give me tomato and mashed potato. I want the simple life.
Oh, Tyke 269, thank you so much. All the best from the best side of the hills.
Here in Yorkshire.
Well, thank you.
I'm
thank
totally
you.
not going to argue with that.
Yeah, I've just had to scroll down. I didn't realise I'd highlighted a question further up, and there's been so much chat going on whilst we were waiting.
I was halfway through an answer.
And I just saw the super chat, and I was like, I've got to scroll down and see what's going on
What was
there.
I just answering?
Make it for him, put it on a gorgeous
Oh
plate.
yeah. So let's say Linda McCartney deep country pies. By the way, has he tried them? Does he like them? If he hasn't, just do them in the oven. Right, trick him. Put them with his favourite things. I'm sorry, I'm not being horrible. Mashed potato and peas, and then say, "Oh, I couldn't be bothered today. I just got these meat pies." He won't know.
He won't know.
He won't know.
Now, John. Now.
What's he saying?
You
now?
can't beat thick and fast, Jason.
John, if you're going to continue to provoke me in this manner, there'll be consequences. They might be cheeky.
Also, just linking in with what Paul was saying before, I still can't find them. I've only found them in one supermarket. The Richmond vegan sausages. Get your hubby on the Richmond vegan sausages because I think they genuinely are a game changer. And also, somebody way back in the chat asked whether we'd seen Game Changers. Of course, we have seen Game Changers. It was fantastic. Loads of really good scientific sources, really good interviews, and the evidence kind of speaks for itself. So, yeah.
Can I know?
Oh, nice.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's watched Don't Fuck with Cats on Netflix.
And
Well done.
let's focus on the people who actually matter to us,
Yeah.
shall we, rather than...
Yeah.
Because our moderators are doing a
I know, I just
splendid
wanted to
job.
see.
I'd just like to know
it's
what's being
like
said, yeah.
little children, yapping, little babies moaning.
Yeah,
Like that.
I did. Sweeney Todd.
Is that what it is?
Right. Pretty Women in Sweeney Todd, but yeah, it's the same tune.
Is that from Sweeney Todd?
Yeah.
I
Pretty
only,
Women.
I only know
Yeah.
it through Streisand.
Yeah.
More questions, yeah?
Not specifically questions, comments, chats in general. Carol, vegetarian. I was vegetarian for 30 years before becoming vegan. Now ashamed that it took me so long, but here now. Don't be ashamed.
No.
2 years vegan and can honestly say thanks for joining us, Goji. And also,
To that freeze frame then.
No, was it weird?
Ah.
And hello to the lovely Emma, of course.
of course, yes, absolutely.
You know, you're doing something right when you start getting trolled. Oh, honestly, you guys don't see the half of it. It's not. It isn't just restricted to the chat by any means.
Yeah.
That I hide a lot of users from the channel. What they don't know is that they can post on the channel, but the only person that sees what they've posted is them. I don't see it. You don't see it. None of the mods see it. There's quite a few people in that place at the moment. Just because, you know, they ask ridiculous questions and won't take an answer, no matter what, or they just come in guns blazing and with either horrific homophobia, downright nasty anti-veganism, or, you know, just name-calling personal stuff, and I get rid of it all.
Yeah, we don't need it.
quite
I
cathartic,
think the
actually.
Vegan Queens touched on it in the Frock the Fortnight, the first episode, is that if somebody comes to you with genuine questions and is genuinely inquisitive and not massively defensive, maybe a little bit defensive, that's one thing, and that's fine. If someone to be angry and provoke, jog on.
To be honest with you, I actually feel quite bad for them. Now, have we frozen?
No, I think we're good.
Yeah, I actually feel quite bad because to want to hurt other people, you are deeply and desperately hurt yourself. And nobody's ever said, I'm sorry that you had to go through that, but don't pass it on to others.
Yeah. Good point, well made.
It's
Yeah.
true though,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
So I feel, so I do occasionally, if they start out in the right way, I will try to engage and try to be civil because I don't like to turn my back on anybody. But as soon as someone shows me who they are, I believe them.
Absolutely, yeah. Craig, 2 months vegan here, another Lancashire lad, and going strong. Keep up the great work. Nice one, Craig.
Nice one, Craig.
Loving that. May, you are here now, and that's the main thing. And you can, of course, watch it afterwards and catch up on all the chat and everything that's gone on. But you're here now, and that's it. Bobby, warning, all trolls will all be humanely caught and blocked.
Tykes in Hillsborough.
Yeah.
Ah, excellent.
Wow.
Yes.
Hillsborough, I thought Hillsborough was Merseyside.
There must be two, like Mills Hill. You know, like there's a Mills Hill up here. There's one in London and all. Must be two.
Oh,
Yeah.
fancy.
Wendy, in terms of, funny thing is, like when I'm ill and a bit under the weather, I kind of go to like what I want to eat as like my favourite meals. But one of the things that I really enjoy when I'm a bit under the weather is Paul's kind of like does this amazing 12-veg stew. So just
Coming up soon.
really good stew, seasonal vegetables, big chunk of lovely bread, something like that, or spaghetti and meatballs.
Do you know what I love when I'm ill? And I'm going to be dead honest with you. Cold vegan meat sandwiches and cup of soup.
Blinking
Hi, Sarah.
love a cup of soup.
Thanks for joining us.
So I'll get some like tofurkey.
Yeah.
Make a couple of sandwiches. Cut the sandwiches into like 3 strips so they're dippable, and I have a cup of soup.
Oh, lovely. I like a mashed potato, my son.
Wendy,
Potato be a load of gravy.
ask away. Sorry, I can't scroll back up and find it. If I missed a question, ask again, and we'll try and pick it up. I think Wendy had asked me a question specifically, so I didn't want to think I was ignoring her. Scroll down a little bit. Sarah, thanks for joining us. We're all good. And obviously we've answered, for those who have joined us in the last maybe 10-15 minutes, or even just this minute, we've answered loads of questions already. So you might want to scroll back up if you can, and have a look at some of that as well, because we've been on here a good hour now, or thereabouts.
Aye. Scroll down, I think. Oh God.
It did that.
I know. I did it with me before as well. There was quite a long one from a Jade. Hi guys, been moon watching you while being off sick, absolutely, and I'm sort of going vegan, but inspired more on that. Nice one.
Well done, Jade.
Yeah.
Nice one, Jade.
That's what it's all about, Jade.
We love a binge watch.
Accessible.
Got to make it accessible. Got to make it real, and this is why we don't go off.
Joseph says, "Did you like guys like the Dyer cheesecake? Well, a chocolate cheesecake.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't...
No, the cheesecake bit was lovely. I was disappointed with the base.
Not enough biscuity base.
And it weren't crunchy.
Not enough buttery facsimile biscuit base.
No.
No.
And that bothered me.
Foul.
Oh, watching, 117 likes.
Oh, well, that's just made my day.
And you have just proven what amazing people YouTubers can be.
Mm-hmm.
Fabulous.
Right there.
Love it. Love it, love it. Lee is getting off. Need to go. I'm just starting a night shift. Let's hit for the dementia carers.
Oh, all the best, Lee. I miss them so much.
Bless.
Miss being around those people so much. Just incredible, incredible people.
Vibrant Vegan Show. Also, yes, let's engage, but come from that same place of compassion we have for the animals. Good chat. Absolutely. Yeah, we've got to look out for each other this year. We said this right at the very start of this year. After going through all that political debacle at the end of last year, this is the year we need to look out for each other.
Oh.
Craig, Craig, when the video's over, because links don't show up, if you want to actually post a proper comment under the video with a link to your Instagram,
Yeah.
we're all about that here. It's all about us sharing each other. But his Instagram is vegan_kitchen_creations.
I'll give you a follow, Craig.
We will
Yeah,
know. Follow us, we'll follow you back.
I'll look at your Instagram first and then I'll decide.
I won't. I'm very undiscerning.
Kelly's going to give him a follow as well. That's nice.
Nice one.
Salwando.
Kelly's got a great Instagram
Hi.
account for meals and stuff.
She has. It's marvellous.
Oh, Sarah says, yeah. We could do with
Sarah,
more.
we said exactly that in Sainsbury's when we did that shopping the other day. Why aren't there more vegan cup of soups?
Yeah. Because I used to love a cup of soup.
Why is the only tomato you can get that's vegan tomato and basil? I don't want basil all the time.
I don't like tomato soup.
I do, but not with basil necessarily.
Like, for some strange reason, I feel like I'm suddenly sat at the table with the vegan queens. Don't know what that's all
You're a
about.
weird guy.
I know. Jesse.
Don't call me guy, pal.
Don't call me pal, buddy.
Don't call me buddy, friend.
Don't come in, dad.
Jesse says, been feeling down because my family don't want to know me now because of me being vegan. They said I'm not normal. My parents said no child of theirs should be vegan. Wow, drawing parallels with LGBT and coming out.
Yeah.
Isn't it
Jesse,
sad that?
I'm so sorry that you're... what I would say is, it's really difficult. Try to understand that it's an alien concept to them. They've been raised all of their lives that this is normal and this isn't. And I suppose the only thing you can do is just explain that, you know, with as clearly and as calmly you'll still get all the nutrients you need. You just cannot be a part of the industries that lead to meat and dairy and egg consumption anymore, because you've seen what goes on there.
That's it, isn't it?
And that's what it does boil down to. It's like, what, you know, once my eyes had been opened about the dairy industry, the truth about the dairy industry, because I honestly believed cows went into a field, ate grass, made milk. That was it. They did. It was just that's what they did. It came from them eating grass, not from them being forcefully impregnated and having the baby taken away. The second that became an irrefutable fact in my mind, milk was gone. The second I found out that gassed because they're of no use to the egg industry, eggs were gone. I think, and you know, there's anybody that sees that kind of compassion as abnormal doesn't understand it, that's all.
I said this on one of the vegan groups on Facebook the other day. We're not given the opportunity to connect with animals other than what we deem to be pets. And I think that is a fundamental flaw in society and how we are brought up. We should be given the opportunity, and we should seek out opportunities to connect with other living creatures on this planet, look them in the eye and actually have a real connection, a real interaction. Because believe it or not, that happens with every single creature on the planet. You are able to make some kind of connection with that animal.
Yeah.
Vegan show, yes. Give us plenty of notice. That sounds awesome.
What?
You should let me come over come visit when we come to the UK. Do a crossover cooking episode, and I can tattoo you. My tattoo IG is Inky Betty B.
That's a great name.
I'll
sorry.
I'll let you that too.
Sorry, Ink by Betty B.
Ink by Betty B.
Yeah, that's lovely.
I'll
like
look you
that.
up, Betty. I'm on here now.
Yeah, so give us fair notice because we're busy lads, and I'm sure you're busy too. But that sounds amazing. Yeah.
Ooh, she's
I'm
good.
gonna do another scroll.
Haven't watched How to Steal a Pig.
No, it was on telly the other night.
No, it's on telly the other night. She's good. Follow Craig. You can follow me back now, please.
Right. Okay,
Yeah, of course you can, love. Yeah.
Is that on? It is.
It's still late. Are you getting warm?
Yeah, very.
It's on the change.
I wish you'd get on the change. You might be chewy.
Hey, she will kill me with fire. John, look away. I've got my cardi out again.
It is very warm. We will be. I'm going to make the assumption that we will be wrapping things up fairly soon.
Fairly soon.
So, because we usually do between an hour and a half, give or take, but we like these things to just evolve organically. But we have answered a heck of a lot of questions, and there's been some fabulous chat and feedback and advice and sharing of advice, as always, in this wonderful community that we're all a part
Have you
of.
said bye, Muddy Paws?
No.
No, bye, Muddy Paws. Got to go,
Muddy
guys. Keep doing what you're
Paws.
doing. Love it. Lovely.
Yeah, I'm going to scroll.
Just burp, sorry.
Yeah, that's people saying bye, Muddy Paws, because they're lovely.
Sugar Plum, hi guys, better late than never. Indeed. Thank you for joining us.
I haven't tried the egg from London.
The cream egg one.
I really want it.
Do you know what I might do? I
I
might pop
really
in.
want it.
When I work on Friday, I might pop in the zip and get us some. See how we get on.
Yeah, I'm very, very keen to try one. I'm just worried that it might turn into 10. That's the only slightly scary thing.
Are we at the bottom now?
Yeah,
We've caught up with all the chats.
just about. Yeah.
I'd love to meet with them. Hey, that's not a bad idea, Sarah, actually, although
That's good.
we've done it. Have you seen our recipe challenge with London Vegans? That was a really, really, really good video, actually, and it's in our recipes playlist because we veganised meat pie, mash and parsley liquor, which is the classic London dish, and London Vegans did a tofu corned beef version of corned beef hash. But it was a good thing. It was like the north-south divide. Who wins, you decide.
We
kind
won.
of thing. You should check that video out. Really,
It is. It's a cracking video, if I do say so myself. Yeah.
Chelsea, I'm going to film it on Friday. I've locked it in my diary to do it.
Oh, is that a secret official announcement under the radar announcement?
Slightly, yeah. She asked 3 times and I felt bad. I kept seeing it go by, but I didn't want to ignore you.
Nice.
But I just read an amazing book, so yeah, it's locked in for Friday.
a recent one.
Yes, I am, because it's had such an impact on me.
Fabulous. So, yeah.
The one you passed me, that's right.
No, it's a different one, but I'll pass this on to you as well. Yeah.
Fluffy marshmallow, I will take that into consideration because what that will do is it will help to manage my expectations because obviously with a new product, your expectations are pretty for that. I appreciate it.
Look what it'll look like now. We're like, no, she never.
Oh, we've turned into weirdos with pixelated faces.
I look better.
Natasha, when you're doing another live, just got in from a 12-hour shift working with these, living with dementia. Would love a chat next time. Natasha, we try and do them weekly. Often it will be on a Friday or a Saturday evening.
And they're usually around the 8:30, 9 o'clock mark.
Paul's best to give people as much notice as possible. We try our best to give people at least 24 hours for a live stream.
Yeah.
So hopefully catch you again, and bless you for your 12-hour shift looking after people with dementia.
Yeah.
Bless you so much. It's got to be one of the hardest jobs in the world.
And one of the most joyful.
Yeah.
Seriously, it is.
Lots of people have bought ordered the cream eggs online.
I still miss it terribly. Thank you, Joseph. Lovely. Staying mostly in Berkshire, so we'll be close. Oh, nice one, Vagrant Vegan Show. The Vagrant Vegan Show. That was your name to our tune. Did you like that?
It's a mashup.
Nice. Craig, drop us a link on any of our social media. Insta on here after it's finished, like Paul said before. And we'll be sure to check it out when we got a minute. Definitely.
Oh, cheers for following us back, Craig. I will follow anyone, by the way, who
Wendy.
follows us. I will follow you back.
Yes, thank you, Wendy. That's really nice.
That's a lovely thing to say.
Lovely comments, lovely words, and some fantastic questions as well. Some in-depth ones, some quick and simple ones.
Oh, I've got to give yet another shout out to one of our regular subscribers and commenters, Johnny Chaos. Johnny spelled Jonny. No, yeah. Johnny Chaos Illustrations. Find his page on Facebook.
Yeah.
He's only down the road.
Yeah.
In Failsworth.
Yeah.
He's good.
Very good.
Very good artist.
Very good. Very good. Very talented. Very naughty.
Josh.
So
So nice, Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
Any-
You absolutely can.
Let's make the comment thread on this a sharing platform. As soon as you post a link, your comment will get marked as spam. I'll make sure I go into the back admin office, have a word with Karen, and sort it out.
Get Karen on
Natasha,
it.
you are
Just do
more
it
than
now.
welcome. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for your kind words. And all the best on your journey. You know where we are, of course. And same to everybody. You know where we are. Please don't inundate us with like 14 messages an hour because it makes Paul's brain melt a little bit, and mine too sometimes. But we do our very best to keep up with you all, and bless you for being a part of this community. It's amazing.
Is Karen vegan yet, Paul?
Well, it depends on the Karen, because the Karen that was having a chat with Darren, as you saw on the video with the lovely red hair, she's vegan. But Karen with the big 80s booth on, who always wants to see the manager, you've no chance with her.
No, she's not vegan.
She's the one that's on the t-shirt.
There's a lot of Karens.
She's the one we ignore a lot. Always complaining.
I don't know her.
Have we got a date yet for April? Have we got an actual date for the...
Let me just check while you
Because we could mention it. Boys, I've been trying to super chat you. I want to help
Stuart's card situation, but I can't. Tried 6 times. I do have some cash in my account. I've been at the massage parlour all week skiing.
Right, John. It was a present, I'll have you know. It was a gift from a very stylish lesbian relative.
You're going to give him a complex, John.
I don't care. I'm going to wear it anyway, John. And do you know for why? Because I'm me, Luke.
What was you saying before it reminded you of? Starsky and Hutch?
Starsky and Hutch.
Sherry, thank you for joining us. Hello, my lovely people. It's very nice.
I'm looking for this date now, that's what I'm doing. No, we can't find that message. Well, it's there.
Very nice. Great stuff.
Yes, we did. The Vegan Queens have,
yes, we've got time.
have another. What's the date?
Sunday the 12th of April.
Sunday the 12th of April at Revolution Bar in Manchester, there will be another Easter this is an Easter themed bottomless drag brunch.
What?
Tickets start at £30.
I think so.
I think
Yes.
tickets start at £30. You get a menu, a dish, main course from the menu, and bottomless cocktails, and Gemini and creepy miasma for at least 3 hours.
Yeah. We're only supposed to do one, but we can't shut up.
They'll be showing you the knickers. Gemini will be going her boobs out. It's filth.
It doesn't
So
stop.
all the hits, really.
All the hits. Yeah.
Your
All the
tits, my
boxes.
bum.
All the boxes get ticked.
Imagine if some of you could make it to that. How awesome would that be? Because those vegan guys will be there. The vegan queens will be there. Some of you will be there. Vegan food, cocktails.
What's the date again?
Drag.
The 12th of April, Sunday, and it's a bank holiday weekend, so don't have to worry about getting drunk if you decide to drink. You
Central
might not.
Manchester, easy transport route, easy links to get to. So yeah, put that one in your diaries.
Well, you can.
Helen has created a little character on her Instagram, HH Art Design. She has a little pride rainbow on her. So yeah, as Paul said before, let's make this comments chat section and comments on this live video a bit of a sharing platform after the live tonight. So anybody wants to add any links to their stuff, obviously preferably LGBTQ and or vegan related.
Yeah,
that would be amazing. Yeah,
comment after the video in the actual comment section. You know, add your links, your Instagram, your channel, whatever. I'll approve them all. We've got a nice big list then of people we can all check out. And
EV84, that's really nice. Thank you so much.
Unless they're filth. We've had that a lot on vegan queens.
And the whole listen to
I don't see nearly enough filth on the vegan queen.
No, because I block them.
Don't block
No,
them.
not messages. Not messages. People, what they'll do sometimes is people will put on, let's say, services of an intimate nature, but they'll tag us in the pictures.
Filth.
And I'm like, you're not using our good name to bunny off and launch your business. Do your own market research. So I block them.
What, they're selling sex?
Yeah, like check out my OnlyFans where I'll do a live strip show for you, $6.99.
Is it boys?
It's boys. I'm not having it.
I was thinking about boys.
Nicole, we don't as yet. It may be something we'll look at in the future, but it's actually quite expensive to get that sorted out. But you're not the first to ask, and I'm sure you won't be the last.
£200 a year.
For a PO box?
Yeah.
No.
£200 a year.
Annie, good evening.
Ridiculous.
Just send it to like.
And Christine,
It's a random shop.
just to throw a spanner in John's works, Christine says, take no notice, Stuart. It's boss, that Cardi.
Thanks, Christine.
Yeah.
It's good to have you on side. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, shut up, John.
Appreciate you.
Troublemaker.
Yeah.
I think you've been asked this before, Paul. And Nikki River Neen is asked, Paul, as you live near Wigan, did you ever go to any Northern Soul nights at the casino?
No.
No, Wigan's quite far away. It's about an hour away from where
I
we
don't
live.
even. If you played me some Northern Soul, I wouldn't be able to say to you, "Oh, that's Northern Soul." I did have a very flirty pair of jeans once, though,
Oh, yeah.
and somebody pulled up in a car next to me and went, "Hey, Northern Soul," and I was like, "What?" She said, "Northern Soul. You like Northern Soul, don't you? Your jeans?" And I was like, "No, I don't even know what it is. It's just my jeans." And I genuinely didn't know what Northern Soul was.
The big baggy ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Massive flary jeans.
They came back in for a while as well, didn't they? Like in the late 90s. They were really in.
I loved them. Sian is Leanne's cousin. Vegan for 2 months and not going back. Yay!
Amazing.
Sian and
Yeah.
Leanne.
Just
should launch a
wondering
web series.
if you have to scroll down a little bit. Oh, if you cut your Christmas cake, oh God, yeah, we've had most of it.
Gorgeous, like gorgeous. Seriously, some of the nicest Christmas cake I've ever eaten in my life, and I'm not just saying that. Like
Give me
genuinely.
man some. I showed it in our Christmas dinner live video.
Yes.
Didn't I?
Yeah.
That was before I cut it though.
Well, Denise, I think we've got some ways to go yet. There's some stiff competition there, but who knows? Maybe next year, for awards for vegan YouTubers. But you never know. We're happy doing what we're doing, and we're very pleased and proud. And we're very chuffed with all you lot for helping us along on the journey.
What's that?
This. What? What are you pointing at?
The comment that I can't read because something's in front of it. What else would I be pointing at?
I don't know.
There you go. It was that comment and this was in front of it.
Oh, right.
Our dog loves you guys. He's sat listening.
Ah.
Oh, I've got to say hello to Zix as well.
Whom? Sorry?
Somebody's cat.
Oh.
Thanks, Jesse.
Hi, Zix. Oh, it's Zix.
What's Zixi Keith?
And simple answer, Wendy, yes. Simple answer to a simple question.
Oh, Mexico.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you so much, Jerry. Love your channel, and my daughters are big fans of Frock the Fortnight.
Ah, brilliant.
Brilliant, brilliant
Frock
stuff.
the Fortnight.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to move
New episode
soon. I'm actually baking here next to this radio.
Well, I think we perhaps bring this to a close soon because
Let's 1 sec.
we've been on almost an hour and 30 minutes,
Mm.
and I think we're poor mods sat there having to deal with all these people.
Are you happy, John? Are you?
Oh, Chelsea, that's nice. And Sarah, thank you for getting involved as well. That's really nice to hear. And I think it's something I don't think of that often, but there must be times when people just kind of are in the background and maybe for whatever reason don't want to type or get involved with the conversation. And then one night, for whatever reason, they decide to, and they get involved and they maybe pose a question or give somebody else some advice, whatever. It's wonderful. And I love that. I love all of that. So that's great.
Kit Kat, you will have to join us for a future live and ask that question early. Although we have said we might actually do a video specifically about our ink.
I think that's a good
and
one.
talk about it, what we got first and what they mean and everything. So watch this space.
Thank you, Bobby.
Please don't forget, guys, to if there's anything in particular that you're looking for, something tofu related, go to the channel, search tofu. Everything we've ever done tofu related will come up. Search the Vegan Queens, 2 playlists from the Vegan Queens, one with recipes and little snippets of shows we've done, one with all our review shows and the stuff that we sit here and film and put up in actual series. Those vegan guys, of course, have great recipe reviews and taste tests playlist in which we review products, make meals, always easy, always accessible, always down to earth. Our shopping hauls, as you know, are always down to earth. There's a whole back catalogue of great stuff for you to check out, just in case what you're about to ask us we've already done. Otherwise, keep your eye on the community page and the community posts. Get in touch with us there on Facebook, Twitter, Insta. Oh my God.
TikTok, even.
And I will just take a moment as well to say an extra special thank you, as well as thanking all of you wonderful people for joining us. An extra special thank you to all of our amazing patrons and our new patrons very recently. You are amazing, and you really help us to carry on doing what we're doing here on a regular basis.
We now have 23 patrons, and you will see their names on the end of every end card of an edited video.
Yes.
Thank you so much to the fantastic Bobby and Kelly, who've worked amazingly well tonight and just not stopped. Thank you guys so much for all you do. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who's joined us and just had a chat with us. Really enjoy answering your questions, being there to support you on your journey. Just, you know.
And thank you for the super chats as well.
Being friends. Yeah, thank you so much for
Thanks, Kelly.
super chats. Are you going to stop it there? Take care of yourselves. Be excellent to yourself and each other.